for the Saturday, I'll apologize that I'm sorry about everything intentionally, not intentionally. I'm sorry about that.
Wow, SNM client, this is how big this ship is. Kobella ship, Isabella and Koyin and Isabella. While I know they finish, because I mean, what is all this celebration?
The celebration, SNM client.
Most of them are just like
what?
Beautiful.
People were celebrating this ship like crazy. I'm not like, I thought people were saying that this ship is corn ship. I don't know if you guys understand that this is a corn ship. So how come all of a sudden it's being celebrated the way it was celebrated yesterday? No, today.
Today, yeah.
Is there anything that we don't know that you people know?
I just feel there's something, with Koyin and Isabella sometimes, or most times, right?
Okay.
If you see Koyin, let's say with Dede, I mean, you have seen that, they have a very good friendship. But I mean, when it comes to something different, and that's when people will feel like, okay, maybe there's something there or whatever. They have a very good friendship. They have a very, very, very good chemistry. You understand,
yes,
right?
They do.
Whenever, maybe when they just want it to be there, they have it there 100%, right?
Yes.
But there's now something that now switches almost every time, especially when one side feels that, you want to point out one or two things that's mostly about themselves or just about one person and it's, really one-sided. Let's say, for example, I don't know why. Anyway, okay, let's say Dede will say, okay, so what made you confirm this? What made you, want to give a friendship bracelet?
Yes.
Koyin will say, I mean,
that's my
business. You understand?
Yeah.
But if Isabella asks Koyin that question, Koyin will tell Isabella the reason why he did this or did that. Because it's just so crazy how, for Isabella, Koyin tends to let himself down.
Yes, I've seen that.
You understand, right?
Yes.
There is no guard up with Isabella. You understand, right? He's so free with the girl, right?
Yeah.
He's still free with Dede as well.
Yes.
But his guards are still up. Probably because of how Dede sometimes tends to make things
look
or be about herself sometimes.
Yeah.
You understand, right? So in other words, it might be like, maybe this girl, they try use me as pawn. To Dede, Koyin is scared maybe she's playing a game. Right? To Isabella, Koyin has seen everything about Isabella.
Yes.
There's no stone that isn't unturned with Isabella.
Yeah.
Isabella's cards, everything are open with Koyin. You understand, right? So Koyin's more like, okay, I'm literally in a way much freer with this babe because of how she is.
Yeah.
She does it in a way, maybe mago or whatever, but to an extent sometimes, Isabella is mostly about all this, spicy things, right? But with Koyin, I don't know. I just feel like, preference matters, right? Another person might feel being with another person than Isabella. Hope you understand, right? So for Koyin's preference, it's more like, him being with the babe, and being with the babe to an extent that, he go nasty meet some, constantly apologize. Nah, man.
Yeah, and after, SNM client, I don't know if you guys have heard me say to an extent, Koyin doesn't really like Dede in a romantic way.
I agree.
Yeah, do you get?
Yeah.
So like that yesterday, seeing them together and the celebration, I'm still like, what are people celebrating? Okay, though when I saw them have a conversation, and a few times I've seen them together.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like it was nice, right? So we were looking for Koyin. The rest of people were asleep. So I'm like, okay, where is Koyin? Very, very early in the morning. His bed was empty. Only to see him in the garden with Emisi. They were rehearsing for the wage and do you get? So that was how Emisi was now. I've noticed that you and Isabella, you guys don't talk. What's going on? He now said, oh wow, you noticed as well. That they don't talk, this and that. That the reason why she even noticed is because he made it possible for people to notice they don't talk. I was like, please, Jared.
Koyin, please.
I beg.
Set off with that.
Do you get?
What do you mean? I don't know. Okay, how
How?
You're
People
funny.
that will notice will still
We'll
notice
still
it.
notice now.
Because you
You're
guys
funny.
don't talk,
Come
right?
on. There's no choice about it. How you gonna pretend you're actually talking with someone, you're not talking with a
They
person?
go bullshit you.
So, so you can't really hide it, right? It is what it is. If you're not talking with someone, you're not talking to that person. It's that simple. It's not like, I didn't want you to notice or whatever. I mean, is that not stressful pretending? Nah, come on. That's stressful, please. Yeah.
So he said, that don't worry, that he will have a conversation with her later.
Yeah.
That was when people's antenna.
I know, Isabella, this is one thing, at least, I love, right?
Yes.
If one person wants to do something, they don't just want to make themselves look some certain kind of way. They just did that. And, deep down, Isabella feet on they born. But it's she's very lucky that, at least she has a perfect distraction.
Yes.
Which is the writing
thing.
You understand, right?
Exactly.
You see, so
it's so easy.
It's so easy.
Yes.
You understand, right? So when she was just see Koyin and we see this way. Now when we could see Isabella, we could hear Koyin's voice.
Yes.
You understand? So it's more like Koyin don't want sleep. No, Koyin don't want sleep.
Because him and Missy talking like that, and Missy to asking.
You understand,
because
right?
It wasn't even as if maybe he brought it up. Missy brought it up.
Well, yeah, you understand, right? But I knew for a fact that this guy being awake, it's more like
he's looking for a way.
Yes. Isabella never follow me talk.
Yes.
Right? So he really does care about the girl, right?
He does.
Only for later on the camera just saw them together talking.
And should we continue from where they were talking, or should we go into the room where
K-Bobo? Yeah. Before we continue where they were talking, go into the room with the K-Bobo stuff.
Excellent plan.
Yeah.
So whilst that he was planning on how to talk to Isabella, upstairs, you guys know that for the past 2 days now, Thelma had an issue with K-Bobo, and they've settled. She gave him a bracelet during the Aquafina task, and now they started talking. K-Bobo had to open up to tell her about some of the things that she was doing that wasn't sitting well with him. It was, according to her, it was a misunderstanding. They settled it, and from there, boom, we are now talking, right? Fast forward to this early morning of today, right? They were sitting on that Dede, they were cuddling so hard, the Sanem clan. Like they were cuddling, right? And K-Bobo was smiling.
His hands were, he was just brushing her back, all this kind of, this solemn, this subtle, vibe, just, pampering his princess or whatever.
Yes.
I found good, K-Bobo, of course, was smiling, as Mary said, okay, bro, why are you smiling? Because we're not seeing Thelma smiling. She's just
not talking.
She's not talking. She's
so
just lost in the moment. Just right. It was so cozy. It was they were so into one another. I say, okay, this house, things move quick.
It does.
Things do move quick.
Give it 2 seconds.
I'm like, what is going on here? From where to where? From where did K-Bobo start rubbing Thelma's back? I'm like, okay, what is going on here? Amazing, right? So all of a sudden, as they were doing whatever they were doing, Kola walked into the room.
Yes.
Kola sighted them. Kola was looking. Kola kept on looking. Look. It came close again to be sure. He was like, okay, this is crazy, right? Of course, it said interesting, right?
He went to bed.
Right? Where to go meet Dede there, right? Good. Hold on one. Now, all of a sudden, Kola, K-Bobo still continue whatever he was doing, right? All of a sudden, that's, I think, this person, now walked out, Thelma Lawson walked out before Bright Morgan, of course, now came and saw everything. All of a sudden, everybody from room gone, they laugh.
Even Thelma was laughing. This one is room filled with sheep. Because
Kola and Dede, Bright and Mide, K-Bobo and Thelma Lawson.
I'm telling you.
Crazy.
I'm telling you.
Everyone there, they were just doing their, you understand? But just that between Bright and Mide,
they were having issues.
Know what happened, though.
Now, let's even talk about that before you continue with this
I don't know what happened, though.
So when they were in bed, right? Bright was not apologizing for what I don't know. I don't know why she was mad. I don't know if it was about the game they played. I don't know, but it was crazy. Do you get? She refused. She wanted to answer him, right? He kept on apologizing, and they slept off.
Yeah, and he was just looking at her, right?
Excellent plan. If you see how Brett was looking at me, like this. And he would look at the camera.
Yeah, right. And even the whole clapping position with the whole Kola Dede. So like, what kind of position is this? Like, how will now go enjoy this one? Like, is it enjoyable? Like
no, he wanted to show Dede that I have power.
Man, the position.
This is what you can get to.
In position, no position there. Because I supposed position Dede. Don't be like that, man. Is that right?
Yes.
But I mean, that is said, right? So, as of course, yeah, right now everyone was laughing, understand, right? And I mean, Tomelosi, of course, was just laughing. And I thought that Tomelosi would be quite uncomfortable and stop whatever she was doing.
Yes.
My brothers and sisters, she went in.
Yeah.
Full mode.
Yes.
You understand, right?
Yes.
She continued whatever she was doing, capable as well, did whatever was doing. So I'm like, okay, wow, okay, could this be a little kind of a different kind of bonding situation?
Yes.
All right, kudos to you guys, right? And of course, then I went to
Kola and
Dede, right? Now, of course, something happened which is quite crazy. I said, okay, what is really going on here, right?
Yeah.
But I think before I even talk about this, we've said this times without number, right? Please, most times that, Kola might say one or two things, about Dede. Some people might say that maybe everything is a lie or whatever. I told you guys this before, right? That, you can't really just sideline whatever Kola says, right?
No.
The other thing is more of like, when something happens with the babe, he kiss and tells. He just go, understand, right? He cannot really keep saying things to himself, right? Another thing about the whole stuff with the whole Zita stuff, just putting out there that was probably because of Zita. It might be because of Zita, but I mean, he chose not to talk about the underlying stuff about the pact that they made. Maybe he forgot whatever, but I mean, at least they had the promise. They made the promise, right?
Yes.
Good. Now, that's the only thing I say, okay, Kola, what I did, right? Stuff like that, this, I mean, must see everybody will go and be telling about stuff about this whole Dede situation, right?
Yes.
But Dede enables whatever that's happening. Dede understands whatever. Dede is not a child.
Yes.
Dede is not a kid, right?
She's not.
So she's aware. So if Kola says something, because there's something about Dede that she does sometimes as a plan, I'm like, okay, if you look at this very well, you say, okay, this is quite what it is, right? Dede will do things for the camera not to see.
Yes.
Right? But when you see Dede in her full flesh, when the camera is aware, okay, when she knows the camera is on her, you won't really see what she does when the camera does not notice things.
Yes.
You understand, right?
And the camera helps them.
Exactly. In a way, the camera, the
camera helps them.
Shield them from certain things.
Yes.
In other words, if the camera were, let's say, on how it is on Co and Isabella
and Sultana.
Or Sultana, stuff Sultana, you understand, right?
Yes.
You will see things.
Yes.
You will see that in a way, Dede's commitment to certain things is even higher.
And she has been protected.
It's even higher than that of, what's his name? Kola.
Yes.
You understand, right?
Yes.
In other words, if, for example, it might shock you that she might even be the one that initiates certain things than that of Kola. Kola might initiate something.
I feel like Kola initiates, but she enables it.
Exactly.
She encourages
Kola might initiate one or two things.
Yeah.
But because of how Dede acts like she doesn't want this. I believe if someone doesn't want something, truly you won't want that thing.
You won't create a room.
Hope you understand something, right?
For that.
If you truly do not want something, if you claim you don't want something, I believe to an extent, truly you won't want that thing.
Yes.
But if you claim that you don't want something and you're doing another thing, my dear, you are pretending, right? So as that was going on, she was sleeping at the other side, the left side of the bed, of course, Kola the right side, right? There was a pillow, of course, wedging them, in between them, let's create this demarcation, this Red Sea. You understand, right?
No, there was no pillow at first.
There was no pillow at first.
And she was way farther than.
Yeah, of course. She was far.
Kola.
Yeah, there was a lot of space.
It's just like, this is the bed, this is Kola.
Yeah, there
was no space behind her.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? And when Kola, entered bed, they now laid, right? That was how she now picked a pillow to demarcate.
Of course, to support, herself, right? Just beside her, right? Cool. Mind you, she kept the pillow to herself, right?
Yes.
So Kola seeing the pillow, of course, just picked up the pillow, of course, now. Straight away, man. We don't need this. Why is this pillow, between or beside it, right? We don't need this, right? He took away the pillow, of course, right? And of course, Dede, of course, now tries to arrange herself, arrange a pillow. Kola drew a pillow, to his side, right? Mind you, right? And of course, I mean, when that happened, if you don't want to
come close.
Yeah,
you put it back.
Your pillow back.
Like, please,
That's all right. You put your
her
pillow
normal
back.
self now, or her usual self.
Right?
Yeah.
You put your pillow back, right? But she didn't. Instead, she now came close to the guy.
I could now see a lot of space behind her that we did not see before.
Right? But there wasn't any space behind her, right? So it's more like, okay, what are we talking about here, right? It's more of like, you're not just going to pin it on just Kola doing things alone.
No.
Dede, you are a party to this.
Yes.
You understand, right? So it's not like maybe anything that is happening, maybe if Kola is somehow pained about one or two things,
understandable.
Dede, I mean, like I said,
understandable.
Right? So that was happening. I don't know when this babe come, they look under, look inside, you raise the duvet,
they look inside.
I say, wait, see the fire.
I say, So that it won't be as if, Kola this, Kola that, and the conversations they were having there, Kola was so happy that Dede created a boundary between herself and Koyin. I'm like, Kola, again, say you not leave Koyin out of this thing. Because the more you guys talk about Koyin, it's looking like you guys are in a triangle. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
He said, I love how you created a boundary between you and your best friend. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
And Dede was like, do you like the boundary? Do you like the boundaries given that, okay, it's Kola that you want, so that if Kola starts his media round, nobody's going to say he's saying nonsense. So nobody's going to say, he's lying against the deal. Yeah. Nobody's going to say, the way Dede talk to me, she gives me this assurance that I am the number one. I am not going to doubt him. Because at the end of the day, for you talking about, do you like the boundary I give Koyin or whatever? Yeah. In a way, I don't know if you're trying to still create this narrative that this guy is into you. I don't understand. But I get your point of view to an extent that, because I mean, you might see people in some relationships and the girl has a best friend, a bestie, and the bestie is a male friend, right? I mean, the guy can tell his girlfriend, at least, try and minimize certain things with this guy. It doesn't mean the guy is into the girl, right? But because the guy's uncomfortable seeing his girlfriend with a guy. I agree. Right? So that makes a whole lot of sense. If they still say, do you like how I keep my boundary with Koyin? You say it doesn't really mean maybe Koyin is into her or whatever, right? Like you said, that is the angle I'm choosing this from, right? Good. Now the other side is more of like, that certain things, in a way that is subtly entertained, with Kola, you entertain certain conversation that has to do with Koyin in a way. Before you usually brush up certain stuff, right? Because I've not really seen on 100 if Koyin trying like to entertain certain conversation about you dating stuff, right? But I mean, with you doing this, I'm like, okay, is everything still okay? Because for you now, when you were trying to read your 1 in a million message, the messages, the lines you were reading, I said, this one, I don't think this one is for Koyin. This one no be for Koyin. The few we could grab from that sounded like Kola to me.
It sounded like Kola. Your smell, the way you make me feel, this and that.
But some people were saying that she wrote it for Dede.
For Dede.
I'm like, how?
All
right.
It's just that, it's just very simple, right? Yeah. Dede's fan base want to put her under a certain kind of pressure where they believe that, she's not the kind of person that can do certain stuff, right? I'm not going to lie to you, it's not them. Is that right? It's actually Dede. It's that right? So now that's what I'm saying. So when she does that and she tries to live a human life as a human being that she is, because like we said, you can set up standards for yourself and end up breaking them. It's valid at the end of the day, right? But you setting up doesn't mean, you try to do one or two things, right? But it's okay, right, to do certain things, right? But for them, it's more like, she's not this. Nah. Yeah. Let
Even
it go.
It's staring right in your face. Yes. It's staring right in your face.
Don't be, you understand, right? Sorry.
Thank you.
So, right, even when it's staring, come on, let it go, let it be, right? Because at the end of the day now, they'll believe or choose not to believe that, she is enabling the guy, right? So I'm like, okay, what is this, right? Yeah. So whatever that is happening, with the whole stuff, with Isabella stuff, right? When she was asking him, did you make her feel in a way that, this is someone, more than this? Yeah. More than that, all of a sudden, I'm sure, she'll say, okay, see people who I say they quarrel. Look at them already. They have settled. They're talking together again. They're talking again, right? So I mean, that after everything that happened, that's when I saw, what's her name? Isabella and Koyin.
Yeah.
You understand? You know, having certain conversations about how everything started.
Yeah. So you guys already know the backstory now. The whole party
stuff.
He promised that he's gonna get her drink during the party, only for him to come later when the party was almost over to ask, "Oh, how are you?" or something, and she's like, "Nana, you didn't see me."
You understand, right? So I mean, Koyin definitely supposed to understand this, right? Even if Isabella said, "Nana, you didn't see me."
Yeah.
Bro, you've actually been seeing her 1, 2.
So like you come
exactly, you know. So
end.
Get Isabella's point too.
Yes.
True. Now you did see her.
Exactly.
Now you did see her. Koyin, right? But just like for Koyin, it was more like, I didn't mind her saying that. It was the tone.
Yes.
That came up from her. The tone felt kind of disrespectful, right? And Koyin said, hello, please don't talk to me
like that.
like that. I'm not that kind of person you talk to like that, right? And for Isabella now, say, wait, see this one, I don't understand. Oh yeah, now they go make a day go.
Yeah,
that's how everything starts, and that was it.
See you today. 5 days later, SNM clan. 5 days later,
Papa can say, okay, I am sorry. I apologize for what I did,
if
for what
I
happened.
intentionally or unintentionally ignored you, I am sorry.
I say, oh,
huh?
Kobella, no grow up. Why they talk Kobella? You don't go grow on me now. You don't go grow on me.
I'm not a sheep by SNM clan, no, but there's things I see. I'm like, But no, don't worry. I'm never gonna ship anybody. I'm not gonna try that.
Because at the end of the day now, it's very simple, right? I love conversations between Dede and Koyin. Beautiful conversations,
me
right?
Too.
But at the end of the day now, when she gets angry about certain stuff, I'm like, okay, why you they vex?
I like their friendship.
Okay, are you angry because she's with Isabella or whatever? But if you're angry at Isabella, why are you still with Kola? And so you don't want to eat your cake and have it.
Yeah, and one thing I've noticed in their friendship is this, right? Dede was mad about something. Yeah. But why you see that? They get over it and push that to the back. Yeah. They don't discuss it. And you see all these conversations, all these pending things that will be discussed outside. Just like how she said the last time, you're a backstabber, we're going to see it outside together, we're going to watch it. I feel like everything she's feeling, she's like subduing it to outside. Because there are conversations she doesn't want to have when the camera is on them.
Exactly. There are certain things from herself she doesn't want to show.
Exactly. So even if she was mad about Isabella and Koyin, we observed that. To me, that was one of the reasons. But she will not confirm it. If you wait from now to tomorrow, she will not confirm it because she wants to have that conversation with Koyin outside the house. That's why she will feel whatever she's feeling, but she will not say it.
She won't say it.
Yeah.
Crazy
because
stuff.
she has to still uphold that image she brought into the house for some reason. She has to keep up, even though she has been slacking in a way, but some parts she has to keep it up. Yeah.
There's no part she's keeping up again, because everything that she said, there's no part
she's giving it off through emotions and feelings you can see, but she's not saying it.
Like I said, when you go to a new environment, because mind you, when Koyin said that stuff to Isabella, that was more of like, that was him already confessing. There was nothing there was no pride there. There was nothing there. With Isabella, there's nothing there with the guy. You understand? It's always able to just come out freely with the babe. You understand, right? All of a sudden, they want to sleep in bed. But Isabella's more like, do you want me to sleep in bed? Do you want me to feel cheap? So there's how I love that conversation.
Yes, I love their conversations. I just love it. They have just been like vulnerable, expressive.
So nice.
Nobody's lying.
Exactly. Okay. Do you want me to look cheap?
Koyin was like, he pecked her forehead. And he went to sleep. And when they went to sleep,
Isabella was
not sleeping.
Exactly. Isabella eyes were just hey, Sha don't F for. Sha don't F for. I mean, Sha go look cheap.
She was there.
You understand, right? So, No.
I felt like her saying that she has conquered, but her mind she's like, hi.
This
is not really
exactly.
so
That's what I'm still saying. That you
even Koyin where he was tossing.
So I'm like, so there is something there, right?
Yeah.
But the thing now is, like I said, for the whole Dede stuff, right? When you go to a new environment, sometimes, you can just observe, first of all, right? So whatever she did in the house, let's say the whole stuff, I don't want to hug, I don't speak in a certain kind of manner or tone. I'm just like, this posh person. But now by the time things go, especially if you're not truly that person, your true self must show. Whether you like it or not, is the nature. You can never hide your true nature. You can't hide your intent. One way or the other, it must manifest.
And it has showed in a very crazy way.
So crazy way. So you can see, like I said, was that Dede before? No, she didn't bring that side of her. So then it was more like, she now got used to the environment.
Which is very beautiful.
Which is beautiful. It started with Mide as well. Did you think Mide? I think say Mide like
Mide
this.
never, she did not project that.
But
exactly. This is me.
Exactly. But Mide projected this quiet type, like, this, oh, please, I don't want to shake you.
She did not. She did not.
When they came into the house,
into an environment where she was not aware, like she's not familiar with the environment. That was why that first, what did I say? I said, give her, let's just give her time. Do you understand? So she didn't project. I feel like that is a normal thing some people do when they come into a new environment. They observe. Dede's own was different. She projected herself intentionally. Like this and this and this I don't do. This and this and this I don't do. Only for her to do everything.
She labeled herself
as something.
She labeled her negotiables and non-negotiables. You understand, right? She put it out there, right?
Did she know?
She did.
I don't think it's negotiables or non-negotiables. I just felt like she acted like there's something she can't do.
That's the same thing. You don't need to speak about your negotiables or non-negotiables before you know what someone wants and what they want. Action will forever speak louder than what you speak and what you say. Her actions was loud.
So it wasn't the same as Mide.
You understand, right? Yeah, I agree. Might not be the same as Mide, right? So she got so free. She got so used to the environment. You understand? All of a sudden, things started changing. The people will be like, okay, was she this or was she that or whatever? And I said, okay, is it not stressful when you now want to now go back and start being what you're not or whatever? Because at the end of the day, nobody go buy you because of the kind of life you're living. Live however you want to live. This is your life, Abi. This is your truth, Abi. Live it.
Yeah.
You understand, right? But just that, when things happen, the cameras around, she would just be so sneaky and act like she's not the one that is pulling strings or make it look as if, let's say, for example, I have 20 fishes. Now then they chase me. But now you didn't make them chase you.
Exactly.
It's not as if maybe you're just on your own without doing anything. You're not on your own. I don't know what and they're chasing you. Now, you are the one in a way that is making them chase you. So if they don't chase you, you're going to find them again. Hope you understand something, right? So it's more like, what is this guy?
Oh my God.
What are you now? That's so crazy.
That's so crazy.
All right,
even when they were not talking, like when they were playing that game today in the morning, right? He was using eye to search for Isabella. At a point, he stood up and went upstairs. It was like, where is Isabella? Where's Isabella? Where's Isabella? When he saw that she was okay, he came downstairs. Do you get? And I actually saw when he stood up. He stood up and he was looking for Isabella. I'm like, anyways.
All right. I mean, Koyin and Isabella. Big.
Yeah.
Amazing. Sometimes when I just want certain people to just they just see shock. You never see anything,
Don't ship anybody.
Yeah? Me?
Do not ship anybody.
All right, so they are just confusing me. Shina, Koyin and Dede, Abina, Koyin and Isabella. It confused me.
Kola and Dede.
Which Kola and Dede with him? I beg, please. Koyin and Dede or Koyin and Isabella? They really confuse me, right? But I mean, it is what it is. And also the table, please.
No.
All right, so sometimes let's just see what's going to happen right today being Thursday, pool party. Hopefully, let's see if the fashion show is going to be right after that, right? Yeah. It is what it is. So I already know the dress of the client, Mama, coming, we're out of here. Peace.
Yeah.